Hello operators, my name is Seto, and welcome to my efficiency kit video. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the benefits of an efficiency kit, and how you can use one to gear for more serious raids. The benefits of an efficiency kit include a low-cost start, which you will easily make back in a single raid. A kit like the one I'll show you today is great for new players to learn the game with. You aren't packing endgame expensive gear, but it's valuable enough to make you cautious. In addition to the kit, we go over practical risk assessment. This essentially means choosing the fights you want to take and avoiding the ones you don't. Tarkov is a survival game at its core, and survival does not require wiping the map of players. The most important thing to do, as always, is to have fun when playing a game. But we all have more fun when we succeed, of course, so let's consider how we can do that in this video today. Here is our completed AR-15 that we want, or ADAR, as it's known in the game. This is our end goal that we want, but we will start with the basic ADAR and work our way up to this point. We will also be upgrading our kit along the way in general, so without further ado, let's begin. Here's the kit we're using. We're packing an armored rig as our initial body armor. This benefits us as a mag holder as well as a round catcher, mostly designed for tanking scav rounds as opposed to directly engaging enemy PMCs. Our helmet is a simple steel pot. This helmet looks a little dated, but it has a high chance of saving your life, from even the heaviest rounds with its ricochet chance. Our backpack is a lighter pack that won't slow us down, but it still gives us space for loot. Finally, we have our initial ADAR. It's very simple. We've added a cheap suppressor to mask our location when we pick scavs that are in our path, and a slightly ranged sight for precision aiming. We're going to change that in a bit, and I'll explain why soon. Here I've noticed that I'm chambered in M855, a much weaker round than what I'm currently using. This is a simple fix. I can just remove the round from the chamber, and then rechamber with one of my M855A1s, as I'll show you right now. You may have noticed two things here. One, we've started our raid in the very early morning. We've done this to give ourselves a better chance of surviving the first raid, since the initial start is where you stand to lose the most money. We're planning on it getting brighter as we go, and we'll be operating more in the day as we go along. The second thing an experienced player will notice is that we're sticking to the edge of the map. This reduces our risk of running into PMCs even further, while still providing us with loot that we could use to upgrade our gear. We're optimizing our safety as much as we can for our first raid. Here we've just confirmed an extraction point. This is important because if we get into something too hot and heavy, we have somewhere that we can actually run to get out safely. As I'm looting this ground cache, I decide to remove my 2x sight from the ADAR. I've noticed that the front sight post is conflicting with the sight picture, and I choose to put the sight in my container to compensate for the error. This will limit my ability to engage at long range, but we can still point fire well enough that I'm not too concerned with it.
Buena mesa.
This house we've just entered has a good chance of spawning many barter items that hold value on the flea market, as well as fuel and components for your hideout, that you may even want to keep. Many houses and structures in Tarkov hold value now as of patch 0.12, so don't be afraid to take the time to look around. You might find something surprising. Toolboxes are also another great thing to loot if you can find them anywhere in the world. At this point, we're fairly stacked on loot, and we could look for the extraction at any point here. We're going to start pathing towards there now.
Работаем.
Земляк!
Remember that danger is ever present in Tarkov. Scavs and players will often be around extraction points, and it's not good to get complacent when you're so close to the end.
Мы на месте.
With the money we received from the last raid, we fixed our sight picture and adjusted our handguard to fit our end result. We've upgraded nothing else, opting to bank the extra rubles instead and use the next raid to complete the AR-15 build. We're now more capable of engaging targets than before, with smoother follow-up shots. And we're not heavily injured, so we're clear to jump straight into the next raid, with no real changes made. Here, we're blessed with a relatively uneventful raid, so we'll slow down the video at each of the loot spots we hit, and speed through the rest. This gives you a good idea of where these spots are for your own use, as well as know where to look for people that could be potentially doing the same thing. Don't get too at ease, of course, but also know when to speed up as opposed to slow down. Keep in mind you should also be listening for gunshots in the distance and grenades, footsteps, voices, or anything that could give the location of enemy PMCs or scavs in your area. going to cut the raid here. The remaining loot spots you see from here on out are the exact same as the last video, just a different time of day. Now that we've finished the raid, we'll speed up processing loot, acquire our attachments, and finish our AR-15 completely. And after 2 raids, we've completed our AR-15 build without having to spend a single ruble out of pocket. With this, we can effectively engage PMCs at both short and medium distances, hold our angles, and perform well on all maps according to our preferred playstyle. I hope you found this video helpful, and I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Until next time, operators.